And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is your boy Flyling Guy. We are back in the BN-2 Islander today. We're doing a double cargo run into, where are we going? I don't remember what the name of this country is. I believe it is Cuba. Let me double check. Oh, the DR. Okay. I did not remember what the actual country name was. So we're going to be taking some cargo down into the DR. It's going to be a 2-stop trip, as I mentioned. So first we're going to be going to Costanza, which has a small airport uncontrolled, and then we are going to be heading into, let's bring that up. Yeah, we're going to be heading over to Barahona, I believe that's what that's called. So flight today is roughly around 2 hours, I believe. Oh, this first leg of the trip. Actually, no, I lie. Far from it. It is... Man, I'm all over the place. It's an hour and 13 minutes in the air. And then I can imagine that second leg is going to be really short, probably maybe 15-20 minutes. So we already have the engine started today, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to get up in the air. Let's get this flight started, folks. Just going to double check. We are departing runway 29 here in South Caicos. Alright. That is all the way at the other end of the runway. Am I not moving? Alright, I'm about to get the second engine started. That's better. Embarrassing. Alright. That's more like it. Alright. So runway 29 is pretty much all the way at the other end. So oops. Can I move this plane? Alright, so forward taxi into the other end. Just gonna double check the weather here today. Alright. So it looks like we have some strong winds, kind of north or west of Puerto Plata in the DR. So we're going to be flying through that. So hopefully that doesn't affect us too much. terms of rain, looks like we have a bit of rain kind of right above where we're heading. So some rain, some thunderstorms. So right in this area, which is going to be around where we're going initially. So just going to have to keep an eye on that while we're landing, because we actually have to do a visual approach into this first airport, which may, I don't know, that may cause issues, so we'll see. Wish I was able to control the throttle separately. So it'll make these kind of turns a little easier. Alright. Okay, so we're fully lined up on the runway. Landing lights on. The post lights, strobe lights can come on as well. And just double checking everything else. I believe we are good to go. Alright, windows closed, always got to check that. Alright, let's go, folks. Water is looking extra beautiful here in South Caicos. So I'm just going to go and make this left turn. Somebody with a loud, crappy car decides to start it outside. My apologies for that if you can hear it. really wish this person would just leave. They just started the car and just have it idling right outside the window. Alright, so beautiful view of South Caicos on the way out. It's looking amazing. Alright, now I'm going to enable autopilot, I'm going to continue our climb at 500 feet per minute. Let's do nav mode as well. Alright, so for the most part, I hope you guys enjoyed my last 2 videos that I put out. Really excited to get the CJ4 working again. So I was really worried about what was actually going to happen. But after all that hard work, got it working. Sim is fully functional again, so I'm starting to slowly kind of add back in a lot of the add-ons that I had. Still a little nervous about all that, and I'm just hoping that we have no more issues moving forward. So in terms of our flight today, so we have departed from South Caicos right now. Actually, that's on air. Let me use Navigraph, which for some reason I've closed. 1 second. Okay, that's better. I prefer to use this. Yeah, so we departed South Caicos right now, and we're going to be heading pretty much southeast. Right down here towards Costanza. So if you compare this to what we see on windy.com, it actually looks like Costanza is going to be outside of the that bad weather. It's kind of over in the central part of the Dominican, but we still do have to worry about some weather on right here on the left-hand side, because this is where we're going to be heading for our second leg of the journey. So hoping that things won't be too bad, but we'll see what's happening once we get into the DR. What I'm really more so worried about is the wind, because we have a good, it's pretty strong winds, sort of in our flight path on the way down. We're not going to cross through the thick of it, but it's still something to look out for. So hopefully we won't get too much turbulence. The cargo that we're carrying is fragile, so I don't want to get a lot of structural damage from the cargo getting tossed around. Alright folks, so we're just going to steadily go up to our cruise altitude today of 10,000 feet. Once we've started our descent into Costanza, I'll be back and we'll enjoy the views on descent together, hopefully There's not a lot of clouds, right? I'll be right back. And welcome back, everyone. We are here over the DR now, or the mountains of the DR, as you can see. And we are officially about, I don't know, we're now 13 nautical miles out from Costanza. So what we're gonna do is we're going to pretty much start our descent. Yeah, we're gonna start a descent into Costanza. And we're basically just gonna fly over the top of the airport, and once we kind of have the airport in sight, then we'll go ahead and we'll do the runway 09 approach. Since we're approaching from the north, runway 09 is going to be on our left. So we are going to yeah, pretty much descend all the way down. We're gonna go turn down to, let's say, about 1200 feet. Just gonna keep an eye on these mountains right now, just to make sure we don't get too low. I'll take over if things start looking a little rough. So we'll see how it goes. Alright. Just gonna double check the altimeter. Let's see. Costanza, it's going to be around 10. It's going to be about 1013. So that's going to be the usual 29 and 9 and 2, so standard. So don't really have to adjust it at all. Looks like we've had a little bit of rough weather. Well, not rough, but we definitely had some turbulence on the way in. So it looks like between these mountains that we're flying over, as well as the wind in the area, it's causing a little bit of an issue. But overall, things are still pretty smooth. I'll be right back. Alright, sorry about that. Just had a little bit of a glare on my monitor that I had to rectify. So coming through the clouds now, we're getting that little performance hit that we always get when we come through the clouds. Hoping once I upgrade my video card, there shouldn't be an issue. This is interesting. According to our GPS, we should be 5 nautical miles away from the airport. So I take it that the airport is over the set of mountains in front of us. Can I disable the autopilot? And we're gonna kind of go to the right of these mountains here. Basically because I think the airport is probably off around here somewhere. Maybe not. Actually, according to this, is all to our left. The airport, okay, it must be out here then, in this little valley over here. So this, my friends, is going to be a cool little approach. Yep, there's the airport right there. So we're pretty high right now. Just gonna try and take a picture real quick. I think I got one. Alright, so let's focus on nailing this landing. We are very high right now, but we've got a good amount of runway to deal with though. Very, very interesting approach and an interesting location. This is beautiful, man. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Costanza. Whew. That was cool. That was really, really cool. Alright. So let's just park it right here at the... Oh, it's alright.
Engine off time log.
All right.
Flight is finished. It has been monitored by on air.
So that was different, and that was cool, and that was unexpected. Turn these fuel pumps off for now. All right, so we have landed here in Costanza, which had I actually properly looked at the map, I would have seen that this guy was smack dab in the middle of a set of mountains. But that was an absolutely fun approach. First time I've done something like that before, and I could fully understand why there was no posted procedures. All right, so what we're going to do right now is we are going to take a few minutes, unload, and get everything set up for the next leg of the trip. And then I'll be right back. All right. Take care. Alrighty, folks, we are back, and so we have our new flight plan in, which is heading now to Barahona in the Dominican. So all these places are brand new to me, never heard of any of them. So here we go, folks. Let's go ahead and let's go back to flight plan. Got our nav lights on. Beacon can come back on. I'll turn the generators off for now. Fuel pumps back on. And let's go right engine again.
Your flight will be monitored until the plant can shut down the engines.
And I'll be sure to start the left engine this time. So this plane handled that flight beautifully. Just coming in was a joy. And being able to do that steep approach. What just happened? Alright, sorry, being able to do that steep approach felt pretty good. I mean, I was just pretty high anyway, but I had to really avoid those mountains as well. Anyway, let's get ourselves back in position now. Landing lights can come back on, and we'll make our way back out to what is supposed to be, well, runway 9, but Flight Simulator 2020 has it marked as runway 10. According to the wind sock, the wind is blowing lightly from the opposite direction, so we should actually be taking off from the other side, but it's pretty light, so it shouldn't make a huge difference. Landing lights and strobes are back on. Let's see, according to our flight plan, heading to Barahona. We're going up to 10,000 feet. Alright. Don't know why this fuel box is here. I'm trying to get rid of it. There we go. Trim out. I'm just gonna enjoy the view for now. So right now I'm trying to aim for the kind of like the least shallow peak. Shouldn't really have an issue climbing out though, but just trying to be on the safe side. looks a little more flat over here. Alright, let's try again right. At least we know we're kind of over the mountains on this side. So I think I'm satisfied enough to get the autopilot on. We'll head back to nav mode. This is some pretty cool mountain flying. I've honestly never done this before. Well, not, you know, in this like vicinity with mountains this high. So we are right in the midst of the clouds. Which is not where I want to be when I'm around a bunch of mountains. Alright, so just to discuss where we're heading, so we're heading down south to Barahona. I don't really know how you pronounce that. So apparently it's the main city of the Barahona province. Oh, these clouds look amazing. Look at that. Wow. Wow, these are the clouds I was looking for. Man, where have you guys been all this time? Just gonna take a quick screenshot. We'll be right back. My apologies for your ears. So according to the highly reliable resource called Wikipedia, Barahona is the main city of the Barahona province in the southwest of the Dominican Republic, and it's one of the most important cities on the island with a very active port and ecotourism attractions. And the city is also a center of sugar production and industry. So that's pretty cool. Pretty much right by the seaside. So hoping to see some beautiful vistas on the way down, although what we're seeing right now is looking pretty darn good. So our flight today is actually not that long. Well, not today, but this next leg of the flight is very short. It's It's just under half an hour. I think it's about 23 minutes, if memory serves me right. It's only about 45 nautical miles total. The only thing I need to do is just set up our approach. So SimBrief has given us runway 12 today. And I'm just trying to understand what I'm seeing here. Okay, I think there's the missed approach, but so for us, we're going to be coming in from the Venice approach, or Venice waypoint, and it's going to be coming in above 6,000 feet. So we're coming into Estan, and then we're going to be descending down to 3,000 to Bogla, and then Bogla, we're going to stay on 3,000 on Bogla until we reach BH200. And then it's going to be 1,700 feet to capture the glide path, and then we'll descend down and land at the airport, which is right on the coast. So looks like still going to have a bunch of mountains to deal with. As you can see, the missed approach is pretty interesting. So you basically climb to 3,000 on the runway heading, and then you got to loop around this big, like, massive land in the middle, then come back to Bogla to try the approach again. All right. So I feel like we should actually be starting our approach soon. So actually 5 nautical miles to Venice, or 5 nautical miles from Venice. So at this point we'll be descending down to 6,000 feet. But we have 16.4 nautical miles to do it. So I think I'm just going to stay on. It doesn't make sense really kind of me disappearing and coming back for this. So just stay on with me and enjoy the view. This is looking amazing, man. I don't know too much about DR, or the DR outside of people going there to, you know, get the tourist vacations on. And as far as I know, people only go to like 2 or 3 places there to do it. I can't believe how amazing this looks. Forgetting to bring that back. Alright, so we're about to hit the Venice waypoint. And I'm just going to do a quick calculation over here, just to determine when I should start my descent, because I'm I'm not one to work this stuff out in my head. Alright, so we're going from 10,000 feet to 6,000 feet. Oh shoot. I actually forgot to activate my approach. Procedure. Select approach. Enter RNAV 12 to the BN-2 transition. We go ahead and activate it. Circle back to the same waypoint again. I don't know. But you know what? We're just gonna, a small turn, we'll just let it do it. So 16 nautical miles to do that descent. 700 feet per minute. So let's go ahead and just start a slow descent now. I'll do 800 just so we get there a little faster. Man, this looks awesome. Alright, so we're pretty much going to be doing like a slow loop to get back to the runway. We have plenty of fuel. How's love these engines, man. Like the harmonics of the engine. Sounds amazing. Alright, just to show you where we are now. You still can't see us yet, but we should be popping out right out here at some point. As you can see, we're heading towards Eston. This guy here. Just gonna slid on the rate of descent a little bit. Things are getting a little choppy now. Just gonna double check windy.com. If I remember correctly, the weather should be fine around here. I know there was some thunderstorms in the area, but I don't think it was too bad there. Yeah, should be good. See, you get like a loss of frames, like kind of when we get near the clouds. Start struggling a little bit, just a little bit. Here we are, Navograph. Showing up now, right on time. Alright, so this next waypoint, we're descending down to, or descending to, keep saying descending down to, head to 3,000 feet in 6 nautical miles. So we should probably start our descent now. This one's going to be a much steeper descent. Sworn Bill was there a little earlier. I'm not going crazy, am I? He was there, right? Know where he disappeared to. Just making our way through the clouds. This has been an awesome trip. Whew. So here we are now in Barahona province. And I believe the airport should be out here somewhere, I believe. Alright, so we're staying at 3,000 feet for the next two waypoints, which is Bogla and BH-200. Frame rates have jumped right back up. It's like buttery smooth now. Alright, so we're heading towards BH-200 now. We are to maintain 3,000 feet. But I'm just going to set things up for when we hit that waypoint. We'll descend to 1,700. This is the coastline right here, off in the distance. Kind of tough to see since we're sort of hugging the bottom of the clouds right now. But after that, gonna be heading straight towards the runway, and we'll be delivering our final load of solar panels, apparently. So at this point, these kind of jobs are going to be using the Caribbean runs to really like fund the big trips that the CJ4 will be doing. Although I realize that the CJ4 does not carry as much cargo as the BN-2 Islander or even the Umbrella 110. But what it does have advantage over them is the range they can fly, and well, not maybe the amount of passengers as well. So I can make more money with the CJ4 just based on distance alone. But I still feel like these guys in the Caribbean are going to be the money makers. Just kind of doing the little runs here and there. I honestly can make a lot of money with the BN-2 Islander per trip. Let's start our descent as well. Yeah, I can't make a lot of money with the BN-2 Islander right now because not per trip. mainly because I just can't carry that much cargo or that much passengers over a long distance. So even if I carried the max amount of cargo, which was 3,000 pounds, I believe, I'm limited by the amount of fuel that I can carry, which will kind of really restrict how far I can take it. So it becomes a bit of a balancing act, trying to make sure I can make a good enough amount of money with the BN-2 limit. So I have to make sure I can't carry too much cargo, so that I can get the distance that I need. Okay, airport straight ahead of us. I am going to arm the approach mode. We should be hitting 1,700 feet soon. So this airport is called the Maria Montez International Airport. It's actually got a nice long runway too. 9,843 feet. Just captured the glide path. So we're going to go props full forward. Flaps at the takeoff position. As we lose a little speed, I will go flaps full. Seems like I'm getting a little bit of a crosswind. It's maybe pushing us to the right a little bit. Looks like the airplane's constantly correcting to keep us like straight ahead. Push those away for me to see the wing view as I landed. Alright, so when we land, the terminal should be on the right. So, I'm going to take over the autopilot. Aircraft is mine. Getting a little low on our glide path. Back to 2 white, 2 red. Trees right in front of the runway. I don't know why this always happens in Sims. It's like we're way too close. solid landing there. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Barahona. Okay. I was trying to look and see where the terminal was. It'll be coming up. Still a little further down there. There it is. So you can see there's the wonderful generic big FBI building. Gonna park over here by this creepy random warehouse. All right.
Time log. Flight is finished. It has been monitored by on air.
Alright folks. So welcome to Barahona. Hope you guys enjoyed both of these flights overall. This has actually been really interesting. I love the views. I love that approach into Costanza. Man. And the BN-2 performed like a champ as usual. Alright, Joe. So I'll catch you on the next one. Videos coming every few days, so keep an eye out. Appreciate it. Thank you for the support. And as usual, stay safe. Most of all, stay fly. I'm out. Peace.